Hey guys, today I'm going to make a tomato soup. It's pretty quick and easy. I'm not feeling so good, so I'm hoping that the tomato soup will make me feel better and I don't have to exert a lot of energy to make this soup, but I hope you enjoy. So here are the ingredients: some whole peeled tomatoes, chicken broth, thyme and basil. If you have fresh thyme and basil, that's better, but I don't, so dried will do. A bay leaf, some olive oil so we can saute these vegetables, some salt and pepper, and here are celery, carrot, and onion. It should be 1 cup of each. Generally it's 3 stalks of celery, 3 carrots, and 1 onion that make up this mixture. So the first thing you want to do is get a pot, turn on the heat, sprinkle some oil in there, and we're going to saute the vegetables, and those are going to be sauteed for about, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. You want to get them soft. The onions should be translucent, but you don't want to burn the vegetables. That's very important. After that, we're going to put the tomatoes in, crush them with our hands, and then pour in the juice as well. Then the chicken broth, and finish it up with the spices, and then let that cook for about 30 minutes. Pretty easy. Okay, so I open the can. You have to pour the juice in. So hold the tomatoes back and pour it in. Then you'll have a whole peeled tomato. What you do is you put it in your hand and you squeeze it so the juices come out. Be careful because sometimes it squirts out. And then you mush it with your hand. So look, it becomes like a crushed tomato. And you do that with all of these. Sometimes the tomato juice could get all over your backsplash, so just be careful. So this is the soup with the tomatoes. Now I'm going to pour in a whole box of chicken broth, or whatever broth you want. It could be veggie. And once that's done, I'm going to put in the bay leaf. It should be 1, but this is like a half, so that's fine. And then the basil and the thyme is also going in here. That's a teaspoon of both. And then I'm just going to put some salt and pepper as well. So now mix it up, and then I'm gonna cover it and cook it for 30 minutes. The soup is cooking in here. I have about 10 minutes left. I like to eat my tomato soup with some rice, so I'm going to cook some rice. I have these little baggies with rice in them. Usually I make my own, but this is super easy. You just put this in the pot, cover it with water, and then boil it for 12 minutes, and then it's done. It's been 30 minutes. The soup is done cooking. Now I'm going to strain it because it has all of those vegetables and the spices. I have this ready. I have a bowl on the bottom, a colander, and a cheesecloth, so I'm just going to pour that in. So now to make the soup a little bit thicker, since it doesn't have any of the vegetables or anything, you could take an immersion blender and then blend it up a little bit, and it will become thicker from the vegetables. I don't like it like that. So what I do is I take a little bit of flour, just regular white flour, about a tablespoon. I put it into somewhere where I can like mix it up. Then I take some of the soup and I pour it in here. You could do. So I have the flour and the soup mixture in here. I shook it up so that there are no clumps. I'm gonna open it up and pour it into the soup. So, like I said, the soup is going to become a little thicker because of this flour, and also a little creamier. What you have to do now is turn on the soup, let it boil so that the flour cooks, because otherwise you'll have that flour flavor and it's not going to taste good. So let it boil. Once it boils for 2 minutes, turn it off and you're done. I'm going to add the rice as well. Soup is boiling. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to open it up. Here's the rice. This is the little baggie. I just cut the top off. It's already cooked. Now I'm going to add it. I like to cook it not in the soup because then it absorbs some of the soup and the flavor. And now we'll just throw this out and we're done.